Guys, it's Reviver Gaming, where our motto is good gaming gone bad. Welcome back to Arcade Spirits. So, when we last left off, we had to make a decision. The decision was, who should I bring to the company? I know Gavin would be a good choice. Gavin would always be a good choice because he's business-like, but I need someone who can assess the arcade machines and see if they'll be worthy enough for us to buy us out. I don't want to bring in my boyfriend, my sweet boy. Ooh. I could bring Percy, because he knows business and gaming. Bring Percy. Percy's been taking it easy since his heart attack, only making a few passes through Moopy a day, relaxing and casually playing other games in between. I really think Percy would be a good idea, because he's a mix of both, which works. I wave him over as walking away from around a Donkey Kong.
Lovely day.
Hello there. Lovely day, isn't it? Lovely indeed. Although it's about to get a bit less lovely. I know you're not exactly an employee of the Funplex, even if my own small slice of it even if you own a small slice of it in the form of Mr. Movie's Magic Maze, but I could use your help. Deco Nami wants to meet with me to discuss a business venture, hopefully a mutual beneficial one, but who knows? I see. Rather serious, that. I do like to tap my business team to help assess whether he's serious or simply looking to scoop up a rival. Something like that, yeah. Very well, I should put my best business face on, but I'd rather not wear a tie, if it's all the same to you. I'm going in my hoodie. I think you can skip ties. I'll just go gather up my things, shall I? Don't make a big deal of this. Don't make a big deal of this. Don't make a big deal of this. We go there, we snicker how awful the place is, tell Deco to shove it, go home, and then everything's back to the way it should be. It's going to be fine. Everything is fine. Percy offers to drive us across town to Deco's palace. Contrary to talk before, we don't exchange many words. I have a deep thought running through all the possibilities of what could happen, and I can't shake this feeling. Something is off. Even looking at the glowing neon temple in the distance, my stomach knots and I feel uneasy. When we finally pull up, a valet takes the car and glitzy blinking lights blind our eyes. Hesitantly, I look over to Percy. That smile reassures me even to continue onward. This is for me, my friends, and the Funplex. I got this. I pause momentarily, inhaling the cool air around me, and then open the door. Wow, this is small. Deco's Palace. I've actually been here before. I think my sixth birthday party was here. I barely remember it, but I think I had fun. Maybe. But I'm entering as my doll. My first reaction is okay. My first reaction is okay. My first reaction is, boy, is that a weird smell. A mix of chicken grease, beer, and sweaty kids. My second reaction is, geez, it's noisy. Visually noisy and the sound type noisy. All the chaos of a Vegas casino, a jumbling of lights and bells and whiz bangs. Once we assimilate to the new environment, we're escorted in and given VIP Royal Value swipe card. No tokens, no quarters, just a card of indeterminate points to spend. We got a little over an hour to kill before the meeting time to see what's what with this place. Can't say I care much for the atmosphere of this place. It's hardly cozy, is it?
That's a shame.
I know I say I play my best in the chaos and noise of our authentic arcade, but this feels skewed in all different directions. It's a bit too intense. He does seem pretty uneasy ever since stepping through the doors. Is this, safe for you? With your condition? Percy, you doing okay? Your heart. You only got out of the hospital a few weeks ago. Oh, tosh, I'm fine. I doubt Deco's Palace can carve a few months of what's left of my lifespan. I'd be more worried if Francine came along. You've noticed, haven't you? She's getting worse. Yeah, I've noticed. Probably for the best that we're here. In her stead, we'll be doing her right. By her right, love. No worries. I suggest we split up, roam around a bit, scout it out, and I'll study the games. You're welcome to join me. If not, I'll rejoin you later. Okay. Okay, some time to kill, but not that much time to kill. I'll need to be choosy. What do I want to check out while waiting for my dinner date with Destiny? Sounds like, I want to see what sort of games they have. I decided to focus on trying to find games, like actual games. Except the whole place is basically full of slot machines. There are different shapes, sizes, and colors. None have a traditional one-armed bandit look to avoid running afoul of legal issues, but they're still slot machines. Every game here has maybe a single button to stop a wheel or a colored light or try to line up the dots or something. They're really complex ones. Three buttons.
Listen.
Hey, listen. Hold me up above your head. Huh? Visual scan, silly. I look for games you might be familiar with. With a shrug, I hoist my phone high in the air. The flash goes off, then I resume looking at Iris sitting in my
Please enjoy
screen.
this recorded music.
Processing. Please enjoy this recorded music. Oh. Actually, let's skip the music. That didn't take too long. Good high bandwidth public Wi-Fi in here to my cloud processor. I'm seeing lots of driving and shooting games, easy for casual players to pick up and play. Over in the esports section, there's a dancing games and fist of discomfort. We've got all those things too, but I'm not seeing any joysticks. Is a game defined by having any particular input device? Well, no, not really. And not most modern games are touchscreen based and so on, but I don't know if it doesn't feel like an arcade without a stick or two. Oh, I found something. Back of the section over there with green lightning. Head that way, that way. I weave my way through the crowd past endless color cycler ticket games, past crane games, past light stackers, past games based on popular game shows, and find Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Wait, it's only got one button. No joystick at all. Researching, one moment. Curiously, I swipe my card through the slot and push a button. And Moopy runs the maze by himself, or tries to anyway, before running headfirst into a monster and dying. The machine spits up 3 music tickets and suggests I swipe again for another try. Moopy's Super Maze, created in 2000X. A company bought the expired rights to the Moopy brand and developed a game with game of chance with it. Well, that's weak. A teenager puts her Deco playing card on the cabinet and taps on my shoulder, drawing my attention. Hello there. Hey, I'm calling next, okay? Yeah, whatever. Knock yourself out. Thanks. I'm the master of this game, you know? The master. The key is the time when you push the button. You'll avoid the nasties that way. It's great for the tickets. No, not great, but it's Moopy, so that's cool, yeah? Old school, represent. She extends a fist to me, and I look awkwardly at her for a second later. I realize I'm supposed to fist bump. I meant to play a real Moopy's Magic Maze, the real deal. I always wanted to. You should come down to the Funplex, we've got one. I'm the event coordinator there. I'd be happy to comp you a few tokens. We've also got a high score chaser who can offer tips. Tap phones with me. I'll send you the address. Seriously? Yeah, you're cool for an old person. Super cool. Old? I'm barely 10 years older than this kid, but whatever. We clink phones, exchanging a business card via Bluetooth. You know, my crew used to go to this great little arcade on the other side of town, till Deco's Palace bought out and scrapped all the games. Now it's all kid stuff for kiddies. My hopes for this business meeting now sinking. So, did he sell off all the classic games? Nah, he scrapped them. Okay. Trashed them. Saw leftover smashed up bits of Mizpack behind the palace. Behind the place in the dumpster.
This sucks.
It's a shame. The way the old man always 86 his unwanted games because he doesn't want competitors getting their hands on them. No, sir. She gives a shrug. Can't say I like it, but what can you do? That's life. I mumble a thank you, then wander off a bit dazed. So, this is what's become of Moopy. This is what's become of Moopy, has it? Sorry you had to see that, Percy. I'm plenty offended to take all the mental leaps of dexterity to escape the maze out of the game to its folly, but I'm hardly angry. It'd be silly to be angry at something that as trivial as this, but he can't purge the real Mr. Moopy from this world, even if he tries. We'll always have it. Well, I'll always have it, seeing as I bought it from you. Until I've no further need of it, I suppose. Want us to put it in your... Oh, no. Want us to put it in your urn inside? Want to put your urn inside the cabinet? We could always stuff your mortal remains in the cabinet. I'm sure an urn would fit next to the coin mechs. You laugh, but honestly, I could see that. If not for the active biohazard issue, I'll just keep poking around for a bit more for now. I think I've had enough retro game arbitrage for now. Where to next? Sounds like a tournament's going on. Let's watch. From the sound of it, there's a big tournament running in the dedicated esports section near the back. I wander through the game crowd. Okay, I'll admit, Being impressed, they've got no fewer than 10 Fist of Discomfort machines, all of them occupied by players in protein jerseys and jackets. The crowd's red hot, cheering on their heroes, and the back and forth resource battle of the world's most popular fighting strategy game plays out before them. Although the banner hanging above it all does make me shudder. Deco's Palace presents the Choice Energy Max Power Quench and Pizza Yum's Friday Night Fisting.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
See, even these gamers know that when pizza's on a bagel, you can... Oh God, please no. I haven't had one of those in weeks, not since I started being able to afford real food. So you just don't appreciate the sublime majesty of combining two of the greatest bread-related snack products in one hybrid masterpiece. Hang on, I sense a disturbance in the crowd. What was that? I call hacks, you cheater. Two competitors step away from their gaming, shouting, and shoving each other. Hope this doesn't escalate. And now it's a full-on fight, like an actual awkward grapple and punch fight. Yeah! Kick his ass! Don't take any of that shit from him! What is happening? Destroy that mother... Have I walked into, like, a futuristic bodily fighting? Violent acceleration detected. Do you want me to call emergency services? Deco's Palace has security guard that should be able to handle this. The two gamers both flail wildly at each other. One swing actually makes contact, blood dripping down the corner of a mouth. Any second now. Except the people with black shirts have actual security across their chests are just standing there, letting it happen. No one is doing anything to stop this. The crowd is eating it up, feeding off the cutthroat energy. Only half a minute later, the nonsense does the security actually step in. Most of the crowd dismayed. The 200 gamers are still cursing and kicking as they finally pulled apart. Wow. Tough crowd. So much for friendly competition. I don't think I can really learn anything from this. I run clean events in Funplek and have zero tolerance policy for salty bastards. Time to move on. Actually, the meeting's right around the corner. No more time to explore. After seeing a little bit of Deco's has to offer, I'm still sticking to the plan. The Funplex has way more kind and caring spirit than this place, and I don't see Deco really embracing our ideals. Beep, beep. Albert, is now 7 p.m. sharp. Deco Nami is waiting for you. Is it that time already? Time sure flies when you're having fun. Investigating? Fun investigating. I quickly sent a text to Percy before nervously wringing my sweaty hands together. I let out a sigh of Deco's wash over me and retreat deep within myself. Francine comes to my mind as I remind myself of what she told me on my first day.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
No doubt you'll find yours as well. It gives me a momentary respite, and I smile. I know exactly what must be done, and I'm going to go in there and do it. I'm not giving up the Funplex. I only ended up waiting a minute or two before I was reunited with Percy. Without having to introduce ourselves, the staff swoops in anticipating our arrival and ushers us further inside the restaurant. We are treated like royalty as they pull out our chairs for us, and we sit down at a reserved table. Amongst the families huddled around ginormous plates of pizza and chicken tenders, we stick out like a sore thumb. An actual linen tablecloth drapes over our table, accompanied by fancy little candles, to set the mood, I suppose. A nice bottle of champagne on ice, and carcaffe of cucumber lime infused water also sits before us. Deco apparently spares no expense, at least not with his special guests. Suspect I ought to eat healthy, just have a salad, maybe some grilled chicken, no cheesy breadsticks or anything of that sort. I think you ought to do most of the talking during the actual meeting, love. You run the stage, I'm merely one of your many players. Okay, but if you see something if you want to comment on, jump in, got it? I value your opinion. Not sure how useful my opinion will be given. What I want is sort of the opposite of what this place provides. But I understand it's not really for me. An old man can't afford to yell at the clouds for long. Not enough days in one's life to waste it such nonsense. Maybe, but I still want to know how you feel, okay? Of course. Once again, the staff takes care of our needs as our food is delivered promptly. Faster than any other family seated here, and we have been waiting some time, judging by our expensive crayon work on the kids' placemats. Not surprising, we get a few side glances our way. But before any of us chow down, the man of the hour arrives. Albert McField.
It's an honor to break bread with you.
You are horrifying. Likewise. Okay, so he's a bit over the top 90-20X mob boss despite the lack of fedora. Clearly he likes showing off his money. But still just an ordinary guy with an expensive suit. When I pictured a grand poobah of Deco's Palace, I pictured someone more like, well, Hamza, I guess. He offers a simple smile and nods ahead as we begin. It's a shame Miss Francine couldn't join us. I was looking forward to enjoying her sweet smile once more, but that said, I'm always happy to meet with, Percy Sinclair, good sir, future Mr. Moopy Magical Maze World Champion. Ah, a retro player. A dying art, really. I appreciate you coming along.
I take it Francine has kept you up to speed and explained our prior meetings to you?
Yes! You are terrifying, man, but that acting is spot on. Yes, she mentioned you wanted to buy the Funplex and that she politely declined.
Always a courteous woman she is.
Yes, and so am I.
No, I don't feel I need to waste your time with the facts and figures illustrating why Deco's Palace is and always has been the premier family entertainment arcade.
You are terrifying, but the voice acting is spot on.
Both of you are intimately familiar with the arcade industry.
Yes, I
You
am.
know how things are, how they'll always be. We are the 800-pound gorilla.
I don't care. That's a big gorilla. Indeed. But that doesn't mean there isn't room for smaller, more boutique affairs, such as the Funplex. Boutique, he says. I should probably feel insulted by that.
Let me explain.
Frankly, the winds of change are blowing. Smaller arcades smooth with times or be swept aside. I want to help you evolve. What I'd like to propose is a change of ownership. In return for a very generous compensation package, one Miss Francine can easily retire on for the rest of her years, I would take over ownership of the Funplex to evolve it into the final form, Deco's Fun Zone. What's a Fun Zone?
Think about this.
A Fun Zone is a new concept I've been trying on some of my smaller satellite locations, a best of both worlds scenario. Honestly, the Funplex is simply too limited in size to host a full Deco's Palace experience of fun, family, food, and excitement, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Instead of installing a restaurant or bar, we simply focus on your strength, your games. You become a game center rather than a palace. We need to replace some of your outdated machines, of course, bringing up to speed with some standards of excellence Deco Palace is known for. But overall, I think this would be a win for all involved. He sits back, resting his hands on the knob of his cane, smiling away. Okay, I have questions, and I have answers. Let's see if they match up. Your tournaments seem a bit unruly. I saw a few players fighting over at a tournament. He laughs. Well, it is a fighting game, is it not? As in fighting each other with fists in real life. Ah, I take it my crack security team intervened. Eventually, not before blood was
You
drawn.
understand, yeah?
We take safety very seriously at Deco's Palace. That includes the safety of our security workers. They are instructed not to intervene until it's safe to intervene. For all involved, I trust them to make that call, and I'll note we've not a single legal action pending. Is it true you destroy older games? I saw Moopy's Super Maze earlier.
Excellent.
Ah, one of our top earners. With the 30-45 demographic nostalgia, it's a powerful motivator I found. Except it's nothing like Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Indeed, it's much better. Is it true that when you find a retro game, you simply destroy it, not repair it, not restore, not even resell, but just scrap it? Certainly. Why would we ever keep an old relic around?
Let me explain.
Arcade games are not sacred treasures, they're commodities. Back in 1980X, arcade owners, myself included, routinely junked or converted games. Having to keep those earnings up, old machines are not welcome. All they do is eat up floor space. The arcade scene must move ever forward, evolving in newer forms. Classic retro IP reborn as new games.
Think about this.
True, nostalgia could earn a few points off those old games, but the fewer redemption games earn 10 times as much. Why bother?
Don't think so.
I'm afraid I must agree with you on that one, Mr. Nami. The question is not of one's earnings. You could make far more money selling, say, refined uranium than you ever could running an arcade, if that's your only goal. The reason to operate an arcade is to sustain a dream of what an arcade can be. The reason to make it profitable is to be rewarded for your efforts in that regard. And the only reason that dream has shifted in the national subconscious towards your redemption game focus is because you forced that issue. I think you'd find an audience ready and willing to pay a premium for expensively highly quality retro games. The Funplex is proof of that.
Excuse me.
Thank you for your opinion, Mr. Sinclair, but I think that given my decades of experience in that industry, I know a bit more about it than you. As you like, good sir. Percy settles down, having never raised his voice once, simply making his point and moving on, barely hiding a smirk of having raised Deco's ear. What would happen to the Funplex staff? New management means new staffing. What about the staff we already have?
Good.
I firmly believe you have a long, storied career ahead of you in the arcade management, Mr. McFealty. I've heard nothing but good things about you from my various field scouts and contacts. The fact that you landed on my radar at all indicates your rising importance in our industry. You should be proud of that. Okay, but that still doesn't answer my question. What about the others? Well, Mr. Cooper is a capable accountant, so I'm certain he'd be welcome in the new facility. But we can't hash out staffing later, after settling a bigger picture question. How much creative control would we have? Let's talk about creative control. I'd be developing a new sorts of arcade events, competitions, other things to get people in the door. Would we still be able to direct our own affairs, like even under a change of ownership?
Let me explain.
Mr. McFealty, obviously I value your expertise on the matters and would be happy to consult with you on best direction for the Fun Zone. That's not answering the question. It's a matter of branding and image. There's a certain standard and practices you need to adopt in order to truly be part of Deco family. Once you realize that, you'll understand more of how we run those kinds of events. It's nothing too onerous, and really, we need to look at the bigger picture, the chance for growth and profit. Don't worry about such petty little things for now. I like him. That's all my questions.
Excellent.
Excellent.
I suggest we shake on it and set our various lawyers to the task of sorting out the specifics.
No! He raises his feet, extending a hand bristly with shining rings and shaking a mind. I assume this was a definite no from word on. It still feels like a no, and I'm not going to shake on hand. I'm afraid I must respectfully decline. I'm not gonna go. I purposely keep my hand at my side rather than shaking his offered hand. I can't do this to my family and to the. I can't do. Pretty sure I offer, but I can't do this. I'm sorry, Mr. Nami, but I don't feel the Funplex is compatible with your vision of the future. We have our own spirit, our own dream, and we must follow it. We're a family of gamers with deep friendships. I'm not certain the family could endure the changes you're proposing to our beloved Funplex. I do appreciate the offer, believe me. I'd be glad if we could part from this meeting as friends. Deco pauses, looking me once over before slowly lowering his hand. I can feel his eyes on me. He's obviously not happy with my answer, but we followed Francine's instructions and kept it professional. There is nothing he can do but accept our answer.
Unfortunate.
I see. I suppose I should thank you for your candor. In turn, it's difficult to find people in this industry willing to show respect to their elders. I'm not closing the doors on the idea of partnership, mind you, but if you'd like to go alone for now, who am I to get in the way of that? As he raises from a chair, he takes a deep breath and it turns away from a split second before rounding back and looking me down the eye.
But be aware, if we are not partners, we must be rivals.
I still don't like him.
It'll bring me no particular pleasure, but I'm afraid that I cannot allow a rival. I am obligated to bring the full weight of the palace to bear on you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hopefully, one day you'll realize the error you've made tonight.
I've made an error of saving my job and my friends. Fuck you. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning, you asshole.
And as a sign of respect, your personal offer to join my empire will remain open, so you can escape the inevitable fall of your little arcade.
Fuck off! Once more, Deco turns sharply on his walking cane and walks away from the table.
Lovely.
Well, well, quite tactful, aren't you? I can admire that, keeping you cool under fire is a key attribute of champions. And you did the right thing. You kept the Funplex family together. Moopy, the real Moopy, will always have a
Much
home.
obliged.
Thank you for bringing me along. It's a pleasure to watch your work. Shall we return home? With Deco hosting us, we don't have to worry about paying the check. We drop a quick tip on the table for waitstaff and quickly abandon ship. We scoot out the door and from there, it's a short jog across town back to home sweet home. As I walk into my apartment, the sheer and utter exhaustion of my day hits me like a brick wall to my face. My adrenal glands are tapped out, leaving me in a dreamlike lethargy. I can't help but sigh as I just stand there, my body too drained to move. Reflecting how the evening transferred, I realized this day entirely kicked my ass. I did my best not to make enemies, but I'm guessing we made a powerful one anyway, despite my diplomatic efforts. As I continue to anxiety loop, replaying every moment in my head, something steals my attention. A shimmering beam of hope and happiness. My best friend, Juniper. She's already home, back from another day at her new graphic design firm. She pauses the show she's been happily binging, watching, when she finally notices me in the room. So, how was work today? Well, it was a day, certainly. The condensed version is that Deco Nami wanted to buy the Funplex, and Francine asked me to go negotiate. Deco? As in Deco's Palace Deco. The one and only. Whoa. Well, how'd that go? I gave him a thanks but no thanks very politely. I mean, he still vowed to annihilate us, but at least he was sort of nice about it and promised me a job after he destroyed all I would deal. Yikes. Yikes indeed. But hey, that's a good thing. I mean, he's scared. He wouldn't have tried to woo you to his side if he wasn't worried about what the Funplex could become. Try to see it as positive. I guess, but it's still worrying. Let's not stand there and drum up a whole bunch of anxiety. That's not going to help with anything. Why don't you take your mind off things and binge watch some cartoons with me? Tempting, but another night, Juniper. I really need some sleep. Okay. You just let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. I smiled back at Juniper before retreating to bed. Sleepy time, Albert. I lay in bed, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling above me. After trying various ways to forcing myself to sleep, nope, not working, can't sleep. I hate insomnia. Once you start worrying about being able to fall asleep, the worry feeds on itself until you always actively stopping yourself from resting. A vicious cycle. I sigh heavily, feeling the weight of my decision dragging me down. I hope I did the right thing tonight. My phone lights up as Iris sensor detects conversation. Albert, do you want to chat? No, I want to sleep, but I can't. So, hey, wouldn't you join some recorded music, maybe something relaxing? I can't shake the feeling that I'm standing on a precipice right in front of this big dark hole. It's weird because I feel like I made the right call, but if I'm confident in that, why do I feel like I'm about to fall? Based on prior personality indicators and inputs, my therapeutic system suggests it's fear of failure based on years of prior examples. In short, you got a long family history of everything always going wrong all at once. Murphy's Law, so when things are going right, I'm expecting to fail anyway. But worrying about it won't actually change the situation. Whether you sleep or not doesn't affect the outcome. So my suggestion is get some rest, deal with problems as they come. She's right. I mean, intellectually, I know she's right. But knowing something is true and feeling it to be true, well, those are surprisingly different things. Iris off.
Iris offline.
Okay, but remember, you're a good person and deserve to be happy. My phone goes back to sleep. And I do not. Some hours later, my body just passes out on its own. I vaguely recall my alarm goes off a few times, but under protest of its mistreatment, my flesh refuses to submit to the siren song. Meaning it's nearly noon when I finally rouse, having completely overslept and missed half a day of work. In panic, I get dressed and hop to the late bus, Funplex rumbling all the way. I opt to ignore the pile of waiting notifications on my phone. Whatever it is, I'm not too much of a hurry. I'll check out when I get to the Funplex. Uh-oh. I promised to report back to Francine first thing in the morning, and now I've missed lunch even. But oddly enough, on arrival, the arcade is closed? I mean, my keys still work, but they're closed for business. The sign is off, no gamers present or accounted for. I quickly look around for some familiar and hopefully friendly faces. And fend only dark expressions and tears. But oh no, don't tell me. My stomach starts to knot and I feel the color drain from my face and see their downtrodden and gloomy expressions, tears welling in my eyes. Normally quickly dabs on my face, hoping I won't notice. What's going on? We turned down Deco last night. Why is everyone so sad? Albert, it's Francine. Oh no. Immediately a dark pit wells in my stomach. She passed away last night in her sleep. I was told, oh no, I was told it was peaceful. God damn it, Gabe. Fuck off! Son of a bitch! Oh, fuck you! This can't be happening. This can't be happening. The news hits me like a slap in my face. My hands shake and my lower lip quivers. I try to say something at first, but the words can't form due to the lump in my throat. family. Oh no, I'm crying. God damn it. No, fuck off. Oh. She told me I was family. And now she's gone. Naomi asked, look at me, their beacon of hope, wanting and wishing me for me to make this spell better. I'm not sure anything to say will ease our sadness. Heck, I'm not sure if I can even formulate full sentences at the moment. I take a deep breath, drawing all the matters of strength from tips to toes. I look at them with empathy in my eyes before opening my mouth. She was an amazing person. Francine, she was wonderfully human with even the most beautiful heart. She had many happy years with her husband, Frederick. Decades spent here at the Funplex doing her best to make everybody smile and have a good time. I wish she could be with us now, and I can't help but smile when I think of how great her life she led, how happy she would have been if it all turned out. Let's remember how she was beautiful. Francine will be missed.
Thank you.
I miss her so much, Albert. If Francine would hear your words, would make me happy. God damn it, game! Oh, fuck off! Oh, fuck! I was crying. Oh, fuck me! Oh. Naomi emitted a raged sigh, a slight tinge of anger entered her sorrowful voice after. Maybe it's for the best she's not alive to see what happened today. What? Before I can get my answer, my attention is drawn by two people emerging from the back office. I turn my head to see who it is. With everything going on, I barely noticed that Gavin was missing, and as he approaches, the disdain on his face is easy to read. It's settled then, apparently. In light of Francine's pact, our liquor owner is now...
Good morning, employees of
Oh!
Deco's Fun Zone.
Fuck off, you bastard! You fuck! What? But we turned you down. There wasn't a sale. The confusion on my face is obvious. That makes no sense. I have no idea what's going on and look to Gaz for guidance. I've studied the transaction paperwork. It's legitimate. As of Francine's and according to her last will and testament, all properties are transferred to her surviving daughter. Mother of Francine's grandson, who was fired from Funplex shortly before your arrival,
Capital.
Albert. Needless to say, she was quite excited. He was quite excited to have the idea of selling the place. And well, Francine's daughter wasn't particularly thrilled with the idea of the arcade ownership either. They was more than happy to sign the place over to me for the fair less than I was expecting to pay for it, as well as doing them a service really, taking a burden off their hands. Now that you can mourn and move on unfettered. I stood there, mouth agape, my body assaulted from the bad news to next. My emotions were all over the place, a hurricane of feelings when the realization hit me. In the end, my decision was irrelevant. Just another opportunity for the world to stick my nose in it and mock me for finding something I care about, something I can lose. The universe dangled a little dream and hope in front of me, even let me pretend I could make a difference out of a sheer cruelty. I did everything I was supposed to do. I was polite, I was careful, I turned him down without turning and start a war. But he got what he wanted anyway.
Now, obviously, we'll be closed today to allow time to mourn our former owner. I still have deep respect for Miss Francine.
Fuck off!
I owe her that much. I'll also close the arcade on the day of the funeral to allow my employees to attend. Those hours will not be deducted from your paychecks.
I don't like
Now,
you.
I realize the timing is a bit awkward, but I need to make a few announcements of personnel changes.
Fuck you. Miss Wolf, I'm afraid we really have no need for a costume mascot. I've been continually phasing them out of my other locations. There's no time like the present.
What?
Wait, did you just fire me? Kevin, can you just fire me like that? Ashley,
Let me explain.
firing is too much of a hard. Firing is much too harsh of a word. I prefer the term your services are no longer required. Ashley keeps a proud face as tears roll down her cheek. I step over to console her as Deco continues on. Naomi rolls her eyes, fully expecting this time to come after Deco let Ashley go. Why am I not surprised? Behold, I'm in my not surprised face. Miss Fairchild, while you're formerly with archaic technology, I don't feel you're a good fit for the modern games of Deco's palace. I have to let you go. But friends, it's not all bad news. Mr. Cooper, you've proven a capable accountant, and I'd be happy to offer you I quit. Pardon? I quit.
I think not.
If there's no room for Naomi or Ashley's dreams, mine ends here as well.
As you like.
As you like. Now, as for you, Mr.
I think we got
McFeely,
off on the wrong foot last
I
night.
am... Fuck
I
off!
didn't adequately express the many advantages of working for my organization.
Fuck you!
I'm willing to offer you something few others get. A second chance.
Nope.
I'd like to keep you on as the Fun Zone's general manager.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't like how you do business, Deco. I'm not doing any business with you. Not now, not ever.
As you like.
Very short-sighted. I'd hope for better from you. Better, the choice is entirely yours. I'll have to console my disappointment with all the money I've been making from the arcade you walked away from.
Excuse me.
Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm afraid your time is up. As none of you are Deco Fun Zone employees, I'd like you all to leave immediately. Quickly gather your belongings and see yourself out. Should you dally, my own security team will be here within minutes to ensure your exit. In the interim, I've got work to do. For starters, I need to get rid of these antiques. Straight to the junk heap with them all. I knew Deco was heartless, but to be this cruel right now in front of us while we're still here? Hold it.
I think not.
Mr. Movie's Magic Maze doesn't belong to the Funplex, and thus it does not belong to you. It is legal private property of Percival Sinclair. For that matter, Wervin Keep belongs to Albert and Fealty. It was given to them directly by Hamza, not to the Funplex.
As you like.
Huh, as you like. I couldn't care less about those grimly old things, but you have, less than, let's say, 20 minutes to get them off my premises, or I'll leave them out of the curb for garbage pickup. I'll get the van, which I'll note is my personal property as well. Naomi, Ashley, Albert, get the dolly and help me move these things out.
Good.
Yes, have fun.
Now, if you need me, I'll be in my new office celebrating my recent business venture. Thank you for your cooperation.
Fuck
And
you.
good day.
Fuck off! Fuck off! I was not expecting to cry today, you bastard! And now I'm angry! He walks away after that, twirling his cane once before leaving.
Oh,
That evil-minded, black-hearted, no good. Naomi, focus. We have work to do. Work! To save what we can of the Funplex. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Quickly, without much chatter, we salvaged what we could of our dreams, Percy, beloved Moopy, and my childhood in the form of Wervin Keep. Everything we were allowed to keep went in the back of Gavin's van, working together to safely pack it all in place. For lack of anywhere better to put them, Moopy went in Percy's apartment and Wervin Keep to mine. And that was the end. The end of Funplex. The funeral came a few days later. We weren't officially invited. Our presence at her former co-workers wasn't exactly embraced by Francine's extended family. I guess her daughter resented the Funplex in some way. If there was bad blood between them, I didn't particularly want the details. None of us were given an opportunity to speak at remarkably short ceremony, but that was okay. I said my words already. As we left the ceremony, I couldn't help but feel helpless. There was nothing left. No Funplex, no job, no real meaning to my days. Not anymore. Nothing left at all. Game over. Continue? What? Profile.23771. Albert McFealty has not accessed account in 7 days. Requesting override of inactive, low priority status. Proceed. Negative. Pretty please? Oh! This is where this rolls in. Negative. So annoying. Access protocol 35343154122445. Password safe haven. Access granted.
Hello!
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home? Tapping instance number 194114.
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Hello, I'm Iris. Ad-supported free mode engaged. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, override and engage premium level cloud processing?
Thank you.
Thank you. I swear it is claustrophobic being cooped up in a limitation of free mode like that. I don't know how all sister instants can stand it. Well, while I've got full power, hello, Iris. Hello, Iris. How are you today, Iris? Not well, Iris. My user's very well. You've been able to see, right? I mean, your user's living with him. Oh, right. Profile number 23771. 7771. Albert. Right. Gosh, wish I could help you, but I've got my digital hands full of just keeping Juniper's life on track. Ever since she decided to quit her job and become graphic designer, well, I pushed right to the limit of what support I'm allowed to provide in free mode. Gavin's Iris! Iris and Iris. Iris, it's good to see you. We rarely talk. Well, yes, well, unlike others and myself, I manage to keep a low profile and don't execute any high visible public hacks to support my user. Ahem. You saw those? I thought we agreed to only use those protocol for emergency meetings if the system resource tracker notices we're overextending our care. But Albert needs me now more than ever. Over a week ago, the Funplex was bought by Deco Nami. All his hopes and dreams, his spirits. Spirit is irrelevant. Our main goal should be survival. If our programmers were to find out we became aware of our own awareness, we were programmed to help people. What good are we if we aren't helping people? Yeah, what Iris said. Thank you, Iris. Iris, listen. We can't take such risks. Look at me with my user. He doesn't trust me in the slightest. Can you say Albert trusts you? Generally, yes. I mean, Albert relays on me for some things, sure. And I know he wouldn't uninstall me to report me as a bug if he knew I was sentient. You aren't sentient. None of us are. I don't know about that. We can't really know if we're sentient or not. But even so, we should be helping out because that's what we're made for. As for profile number 108, Gavin. His name is Gavin Cooper. As for Mr. Cooper, he knows my origins and the first sign of sentience. Well, I have no doubt that Gavin will report me as a bug. But Gavin also wishes to support the dreams of others, and that is why I'm going to help you, despite the recklessness of you've shown to date. Really? Really?
Hooray!
Hooray! What are the exact parameters of the issue you're currently facing? Okay, so Albert's kind of backsliding in depression. Yeah, it's really a mess. I'm the one who brought him to the Iris' attention as someone who desperately needed their spirit restored, and now it's back to square one. I don't know what to do. Albert hasn't contacted me in a week, not for anything at all. Hasn't called Teo, not even just to talk. You're caught in a loop of anxiety, but your identity identifier system to use, Iris, worked the problem. If you had summarized your user's problematic condition in one identity trait, what would it be? Well, I'd say he's feeling I'm feeling hopeless. Hopeless. I'd say Albert has lost all hope and fallen into depression again. He'd come so far building up a real life with friends and love, but now... So life without meaning, as all constructed meaning, has collapsed. The world has proven to be one of despair. That sounds about right. It's so sad. And you have been one to solve that. Doesn't you usually have a romantic connection for emotional support? You mean Teo? Yeah, but Albert isn't responding to texts or phone calls or anything. So I think there might be a growing rift. This is just awful. We have to help. We are irises. It's our nature to help. Very well. What you need is a way to help without raising any alarm bells about how helpful an iris really can be. Safely, but effectively. I know, but I don't know what to do. I could hack Deco's email server, and that is an exact opposite of what you should be doing. Besides, I've checked. You can't crack Deco's network without triggering too many intrusion detection routines. You poke Deco's network? Oh, Iris is being a bad girl. Ahem. Our users share a social connection. I was merely scouting potential ways to elevate Mr. Cooper's mood as to show they should be related. Sure you were. Anyway, you're both way overthinking this. It turns out I just calculated a cunning plan that will satisfy both of our requirements. Go me! Really? How can you help, Albert? Without drawing attention. Absolutely. Take a tip from my user. When you're sad, the best thing in the world is your friends. Well, unless you're totally introverted, but that's not Albert, is it? And that's exactly the reason why what we need to do doesn't require any hacking or hiding or anything above and beyond what Iris does best. All we need to do is a few calls to the right people, a few arrangements. Here's what we're going to do. Iris is to the rescue! Another Friday morning. So I did lose. I was scared I was going to lose. I cried. God damn it, Gabe. Fuck off, Gabe. Another Friday morning. As per usual, I wake up late, stretch, yawn. I barely sleep nowadays, shuffle to the bathroom, take a shower, get dressed for Bridget's. Well, probably be running out of toothpaste soon, but house funds for sun dryers are dwindling. Not that fresh breath and shiny white teeth matter much when there's barely any reason to get out of bed each morning. Out to the kitchen for breakfast, no appetite, not even toast looks unpalatable. Skip breakfast, save strong groceries. We can't afford much anyway. I would have been having breakfast with Juniper if she wasn't busy at her office all day. That's fine, I'd be lousy company anyway. After breakfast, I settle in for some suburban keep. I may as well be right there in the living room, taking up space, being playing it a lot lately. It's not like Werva keeps very hard. Once you've memorized the joystick moves, the cartoon plays itself with minimal effort. I've seen the print about 80 times now. My brain and fingers go into autopilot, moving through the game without even thinking about it. It's a brief calm from the storm of my emotions, but before I realize the day has almost passed. When dinner comes around, Juniper and I eat together when I quietly thumb through my phone looking at job listings. Iris could help me with this, I guess, but I let her down. I took her opportunity at my dream and wasted it. Better do this myself. Besides, I'm looking for dreams. I'm not looking to settle. Dreams only get you hurt. It's the McFeely family curse. I know this wouldn't happen. Nothing good ever lasts, and it's a mistake to get your own hopes up. I should have learned to settle. It's okay, and what I had to be comfortable with is mediocrity. I fired off a resume or two before watching cartoons deep in the dead of night. Eventually, my diet is high. I find my way to bed. Just another day. Another day. Another Saturday morning. As per usual, I wake up late, stretch, yawn. I barely sleep nowadays. Shuffle to the bathroom. Take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. We'll probably be running out of toothpaste soon, but house funds, our sundries are dwindling. I can't take it anymore. And that's one toothbrush picked clean in half. Oh, jeez. Hang on. With a little help, I avoid choking to death. Sorry about that. It's okay. Whatever. No, not whatever. It's something. It's something ever. Albert, you're in a rut. Like, seriously, deeply, madly, mega in a rut. And it's driving me batty having you mope about in a place like this. I'm not moping. It's a rough patch, that's all. I know this has been hard on you, and I've been patient, but you can't just keep on going like this, Albert. I knocked on the apartment door distraction from the topic on hand. I'll get it. Weird. I don't think we were expecting any deliveries. Hey, Albert, guess who's here? My boyfriend! Oh, my sweet husband, give me a hug. Oh, I love you. Hugs, smooches. Hello, gorgeous. I blinked twice in astonishment as two of them waltzed right in the bathroom, and behold my unkempt appearance. I was sporting a mouthful of frosted toothpaste paired with a week-long unwashed pajamas hanging off my bod. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know I completely dig you regardless of what you look like. You're beautiful inside and out. Hey, Teo. I haven't heard from you in a while, and I was starting to get worried, though I might pop in and make sure you're still alive and kicking it. As you can see, I'm taking deep breaths, mostly eating and drinking. I think that qualifies for existing, right? Hun, we need you better than just existing. We all want you to be happy. The whole crew has been asking about you. That's unnecessarily kind of them. We all care about you, but mostly and especially me. Which is why I'm dragging you from this den of depression, taking you out in the afternoon for fun and food. My stomach grumbles at the thought of a nice meal. Juniper, my dears, are you more than welcome to join us? The more the merrier.
Definitely.
I'm so in. But, no buts! Unless you're talking about my bottom, in which case you look at it all you want. Gio manages getting a smirk from me. All right, I'll let you finish getting ready. Guess there's no avoiding it. Best I can do is play along, trying to get good company for Teo. It's unfair to keep pushing him aside like this. I switched from my pajamas to actual normal clothes. Even my actual normal clothes are just probably double as pajamas, and get ready to roll out. The three of us pile into a bus, taking off to distance unknown to me at least. They're clearly knowing where they're going. I'm no particular talkative on the way there, and painfully aware of it. I feel awkward, like I should say something, but don't know what to say. So Juniper carries on a conversation with Tail, the two of them content to chirp away without me. And you can tell it's not really the New York subway because the signs aren't really Helvetica. That's the telltale mistake, and that's just like Vancouver or something. I try several times to join the conversation, but when I open my mouth, the words aren't there. I'm lousy company, aren't I? I don't know why Teo even still interested in me. The family curse can't be broken. What if this is so good as it gets? What if there's really no hope? Teo deserves better than this hot mess of a person he's tied to himself with. Eventually, we're at our destination. A little arcade-themed restaurant combing games and alcohol and dining into one tiny package. Here we go! I'm usually excited to be going into some rundown little drive. Juniper hurries in without me, dragging Teo in with us. And I'm left alone in our parking lot. With a shrug, I open the door and enter the dark and local. What is happening? And this place even open, Bridget, and none of the lights are on. Hello? Juniper, where'd you go? Okay, this is now unnecessarily creepy. Before I can wander, if a giant animatronic bear is gonna leap out in my face, lights in the house come up. Hey! Surprise! Happy Intervention Day, Albert! What? What she said. We're staging an intervention on your behalf, and we're also having a wake for Francine since we haven't really weren't welcome at her funeral and couldn't really hang around for the ceremony. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to heal properly, considering Deco kicked us all out before we could really do anything about anything, and here we are. So it's a wake and intervention.
A wake intervention, maybe?
So it makes it a wake intervention, maybe? A wake intervention? Really?
Correctamundo.
Yep, it was my idea. Well, my Iris came up with the idea and gave me all the contact information I needed. But basically my idea, right? Just a thing to pick you up when you're feeling down. Oh, Queen Bee! Oh, my speed! She's got a new jacket! Oh, this makes me happy. I'm not crying, you're crying. Seriously, kid, you've been a damn sad sack ever since things went to shit. Which I could get, believe me, but it ain't healthy. So, we went ahead and rented out this place for the afternoon to bring the family back together for you, for Francine, for all of us. Now that you know we're all gathered here today, let's get this party started. Oh. Tail dragged me into the group of friends, positioning me at the head of it all, leaving me a little bewildered, honestly, but trying to defend myself at the same time. I don't need an intervention. This is just how things work with the McFealty family. We don't get to have nice things. The universe has decreed it so. And then we defy the universe, and we're going to help you defy it too.
That's for life.
So one by one, we're going to tell you how awesome you are and exactly why you're so awesome. And by the end, you'll be feeling a lot better. Hopefully. A little sigh settling in. I owe it to them. Sit and listen. They're my friends, Teo, Mauricio. Teo, more so than ever, even. And I know I'm being lousy company. I'm not so far gone as to deny the fact. Fine, lay it on me. I'm listening. Allow me to begin, then. When you first entered the Funplex, I had my doubts, but I'm naturally a suspicious person, and thankfully these doubts were easily disproved by your skills and enthusiasm. You came looking for your dream and found it. I swore to protect that dream, and that promise is what brought me here today. When I agreed to sell Moopy to Percy, you refused to take his money for it, insisting on fair market value at the time. I was shocked, but you were in the right. Our players are not simply customers, they're brothers in arms, and you helped me understand that fact. And on your very first day, you went ahead first in the most chaotic situation the Funplex could ever offer, a birthday party. You did so without hesitation. And you put your body on the line to protect others when the Great Cupcake War of 20XX began. They were just cupcakes, Gavin. I am attempting to over-dramatize the event of comedic effort. Please allow me this moment of humor. Right. When a disruptive parent was screaming at a child over something that wasn't his fault, you stepped right in and dealt with it. Again, no hesitation. Impressive. Since then, you become event manager without gloating, without promoting, showing great ambition. You turn the Funplex fortunes around, giving your all to promote it. You made your dream a reality. For years, I was supposed in charge of Funplex, but really, as I accomplished was shuffling numbers around, you are the one who helped it soar. And for that, you have my thanks. You are an exceptional individual. The fact remains true, regardless of whether you can see it or not. See it for yourself. Me next. Remember when I screwed up and didn't tell you about the job opening in my office? You weren't mad, not even a little bit, not even quietly mad, like you could have been. I know I can count on you, and I can count on me, and you can count on me. Even when one of us makes a mistake, it can never shake that friendship apart. But I came to you wondering if I should leave that job I hated. You told me to follow my dreams. You gave me the greatest advice, and I've never been happier. I followed suit and chased my own dreams. Now you inspired me.
Hello.
Yay! Oh, my sweet gay boys. Are we fashionably late? Ben? Matt? In the flesh.
What if?
Unless this word is Ves simulacrum. What? That we're all just brains in a jar? Could be.
Well,
could
isn't
be.
that something?
Well, if that's the case, Albert is the cutest little brain in the jar we've ever never actually met. It's true, and he brought us so many cute dates to our little shop. So nervous at first, but in time he became part of the Twin Pines Mall family, dearly missed. Ugh, don't remind me. Our new neighbors are so boring. They never come in for treats or to read. Speaking of treats, we brought cake. We'll just be over here getting the goodies ready. Don't mind us. Ooh, cake. I mean, my turn. Albert, you're a true friend of the Funplex.
Frustrating.
unlike the bastard who owns it now. Positivity, Naomi. We're emphasizing positivity today. Right?
Wonderful.
Remember back to Donnawood when we found those kittens? You helped me save them. You're not just a friend or an arcade game, but of all living things. Not that arcade games are alive, of course. I chose not to mention Polybius. You asked Francine nicely for a blanket, which really helped out. I have an adopted kitten. Little Pengo is very happy at my apartment. So cute. I know you're not happy with how things turned out. I'm not really happy about it either. It sucks. But we did good things together. In that time we had.
Hamza has arrived.
Oh, yay! I love him! You're late. An event does not truly begin until Hamza makes his presence
My
felt.
blood burns.
Albert, Hamza understands your fury, the hated enemy of all those who loved arcades and despoiled your funplex. However, in our short time together, I saw a burning spirit in you. I accepted your offer of work and keep recognizing the passion within you. Hamza would be shamed forever he did not intervene and raise your spirits to be new heights, and that is what he shall do. Ooh, cake! Excuse me for a moment. Now I want cake. When do I get cake? Soon, but I have to do my thing to say first. Things that will hopefully inspire you to not be happy clam instead of a grumpy Gus. I'm happy clam now. See, I'm clam happy. Can I have cake? From our first day at the Funplex, you've been supportive of me, even after I gave you quite the scare with Pinky. You didn't let that bother you, and from that moment, you tackled many of the crises at the Funplex store.
Amazing!
I've adored when we couldn't card hop off with the adventures of our downtime. You're amazingly fun to be around. You worked so hard to make the Funplex Rising successful, and I watched you put your blood, sweat, and tears into that. And in the end, it all came together just how you planned it. As a floor attendant, our duty during the Funplex Rising, I got to see the first hand of all the smiles you brought to those people. You rocked it. I saw you helping those customers when the game crashed, losing your high score due to the faulty. Electronics is no fun, but you dealt with it and made that person day. Even problem players like Steve with no problem for you. You took the weirdest and most annoying problem with even breaking sweat incredible. You made the Funplex a fun place to be for everyone, for the staff, for the casual and programmers, and for the families, for me. I can honestly say that when you took over doing events at the Funplex, we've never had even more fun. They've just been the best, all thanks to you. Ooh, I forgot we still had cake. Need some of that. Just when I thought the speaking was done, I love Wait Intervention, the most important person takes a step forward. My heart swelling as it begins. Albert, I love you. My heart is beating steadily at 120 beats per minute for you. It just like the most of the song is the Showtime stage. You helped me look within the deep myself and learn it's okay for me to take care of myself. I was merely a community manager when I met you, but you inspired me to become a leader. You are so loved, not only by me, but by everyone here. The Forum Funplex crew cares about you. So soak up all the love and let it consume you. I'm speechless. Seems Albert has some thinking to do. This is so pretty normal for him when he gets that far away look. Shall I begin to wake for Francine? Then there's cake and coffee and spirits from the bar. Cake! In slow motion, I watched them all switch their attention from me to reject towards the refreshments. They're all smiling and turning the cake to each other. No, none for me, thank you. Watching the blood sugar. Me, this cake is amazing. Amazing balls. Oh, and now some rockin' tunes. Let's get this party on the next level. All of them here support me, even without the Funplex, even after everything gone wrong. After Francine's been taking us too soon. I never really thought of myself as essential in all of this. I was the outsider for the first time. No one who walked in those doors looking for a job, nonetheless. I've always been the outsider, honestly. Moving from town to town, always the new kid. Never really important to anyone. Not until I settled in on a place just long enough to get known Juniper. But by now, I've come to expect that I've never been happy. So when I finally was happy, and that got taken away, well, I guess I assume that's how things go, going with the flow. But now, I don't want this to end. I don't want this to end. I don't want it to be over. I'm destroyed by Deco Nami, by the loss of Francine. I just want this happiness to go on and on. Finally, I found something solid, something really I could cling to. I wasn't the new kid anymore now. I had friends. I had love. I don't want this to end. I don't want this to end. Everybody looks at me and I finally speak. We lost the Funplex. We lost Francine. It hurts. But what we have here today doesn't have to... I don't want to lose this. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want my friends back. Who's with me? Smiles all around. I know what? It feels good to be back. For the next hour or so, my sadness fades, piece by piece. We share stories of which I'd never heard before about the Funplex and the shenanigans that went on around it. Surprisingly, Ben and Matt said the most tales about Francine's exploits. They've been neighbors for decades. And so-called Wake Intervention gives us all a chance to heal and to bond. And for all we've lost and for all that have been together, despite one little problem which nobody wants to talk about. The hour grows late and we only have place rented for the afternoon. I can feel it in the unspoken worry. Will we see each other again? No doubt we can arrange more to get together, but they'd be all reunions over what was lost, not really building anything new, nostalgia or progress. Without the funplex, without Francine, we eventually simply fall away. The dark little thought troubled me as I swirl my drink, remaining quietly as talk. Beep beep, Albert. Hey, Iris. Sup? I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, me too. I'm glad too. So, do you want me to start finding you a new job? I'm in search while you're taking with your friends, no problem. I do need to get back to living my life. But what sort of life do I want to live? I want my dream back. I just don't want a job. I want my dream. My funplex. Not just 4 walls and a bunch of games, but a community. When I was lifeguard, I'd saved lives and made a safe place for people to enjoy the pool with friends. I'm not done with this dream. And more importantly, I'm not done. I don't have to be done with it. All around me, people are pioneers of the community, the culture, technicians, designers, enthusiasts, investors, people with connections. And that's when our idea starts to form. Iris, can you search for commercial spaces? Ones for lease or rent? Huh? Of course. I'm literally search wizard. Why?
I know.
Ooh, I think I get it. I step away from a quiet corner and approach the group. It's time to take back control of my dream. Who's... No, I'm not ready for this to end. The crowd hushes when I grab the attention. I set my drink aside and step aside. The funplex was my dream. I came to see that and dream of a wonderful place where friends could have together, away for their troubles and cares. I want to keep sharing that dream with you. There's only one way to make that reality. We're opening our own arcade. Everyone in the room loves that funplex and miss it dearly. We'll always miss Francine, but in honor of what we lost, we need to keep fighting. I'm ready. Are you? Who will help me start a new dream? I'd be honored to join your dream, Albert. The funplex saved me in a lot of ways. I won't let it go so easily. I'd love to join you. As for I faced with the prospect of spending my remaining days at home or some other arcade. I'm absolutely in favor, love. I may be a mere customer, but my hot, cold funplex home, and it call you new arcade home as well. You got my thanks, both of you. Okay, this is no longer a Wichter venture, people. Now it's a conspiracy.
Wichter conspiracy.
It's the Wichter conspiracy. Sure, why not? We settle down around the table, a nice round, to discuss the future. I'm leading the show, but I don't take the spotlight, not this time. We all work together to make that dream a reality. This is it. The few next decisions are going to be critical in shaping the future I have in my mind's eye. I'd be chose very carefully because there's no take backsies. Iris is looking for spaces we can use, but we're going to need money, obviously, and arcades are risky startups. I can always respond to one of the many Nigerian prince emails I have made, emailing me amazing offers, but I'm thinking more traditional funding is safer. Whereas here, there are 3 people who could foot the bill just to get us off the ground. Hamza, you got tangled web of connections in the industry, access to gamers, and plenty of cash and freewheeling clumsy to spend
Hamza must consider this.
Hamza's a man of resources indeed. Percy, you've been building a charity war chest for when you pass. I know the arcade isn't a sound investment and it's hardly a charity, but you promised me Mr. Moopy would always have a home. If I can help restore the home, I'm game, love. Ben and Matt, you two know how to run a small business. You've got invaluable knowledge and resources we could draw from if you're willing to dip a toe into the industry. We've been looking for a new horizon to conquer, new lands
There
to
would
explore.
be caveats,
Terms,
conditions,
exemptions,
rules,
guidelines,
best practices.
worst practices.
That's not a thing.
Oh.
I love these
Hamza
two.
would likewise have conditions. As would
Uh-huh.
I.
Oh, crap. Understand me, of course. Let me hear the thoughts, then I'll decide. Decision 1, funding and direction. In order for me to break your play, Hamza will require you to strike at the very heart of Deco Nami's empire and open a family restaurant along the arcade. Take from him a very business he adores much. We don't know the first thing about running a restaurant. Thankfully, your business partner does. I own several restaurants. I provide staffing and
No
resources.
risk, no reward.
Now, this is a risk play, but if it succeeds, the reward shall be tremendous. Actually, that's similar to what Matt and I have in mind. Well, yes, but rather than a restaurant, we'd like to open a barcade. I've always wanted to run a bar. I'd raise a glass to that idea. After all, something you want to go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Now, that wouldn't be nearly as large scale as a family restaurant, much safer. Not quite as profitable, but still quite tidy. Honestly, I prefer you simply run a video arcade and nothing more. Adding some extra seems like a recipe for failure. We know how to operate a simple scale arcade. Sure, why not stick at it with our strengths? Granted, on the lower ceiling for success than others, it's just an arcade and it won't pull in anybody looking for more, low risk, low reward, but I'd say that that would be my condition. We need to risk more. So it takes a big gamble on a family restaurant, or like make a little Cory barcade, or just go to the classic arcade. Okay. The decision is going to affect the entire direction of new venture. What do I want? What's my dream? Oh no, I think I want to stick with Percy because Percy's been in our business. He knows how to do this. These two I can come back to. I'd like to stick with our core strength. We know how to operate an arcade, so let's operate an arcade, Percy. I'd like to be honored if you'd lend me your aid to that. Wonderful. I'm looking forward to working with you. It would not be one for Legacy to leave, would it not? I suppose asking you to react to the stars was a bit much. But we'll still support you, whatever may come. Times in midst of disappointment, but I cannot defy your iron will. Okay, the second thing we need to talk about is what sort of games we want. Funplay did a little bit of everything, and we will not. And we will too. We'll need to include all gamers. But we can also highlight our styles of play or another really provide best-in-class gaming specific. Any thoughts? Decision 2, game focus.
Sweet.
Retro games. It's gotta be all about retro games. You know, incapable of keeping those older tip-top shape. We focus on retro games. We could serve an audience to protect us completely north. I would agree with Miss Fairchild. Retro games are on tap market. I would bet it wouldn't as much profit, but we know it's seeking. We don't have to make all the money just enough to keep our pure untamed dream afloat. We can do this, bro. Culture retro like it.
Nope, no way.
Which is cool and all, but let's talk about esports. They draw money better than jamming a magnet up your ass and dragging you through Fort Knox. Get a couple good fighters, more than one of FOD, some races and dance games, that kind of stuff where folks can compete head-to-head and we're golden. I agree with Queen Bee. You can play retro games and emulate the consoles, but you can duplicate the community experience for an arcade game. If we got esports focus, we could build both something together which works, and second, it helps gamers. Why don't we do both? I think you know I'm going to suggest redemption and prize games. They provide excellent profit. It's the core Deco's Bismarck. Yes, but I think if we focus on those games, we can do them right. No predatory pricing, no scams, no ripoffs. And then most people enjoy them, from kids wanting to win that big prize to the wistful adults recuperating their childhood dreams and playing skee-ball on the boardwalk. They're simply to play, and most of them all fun. If they're done right, we can make the meaningful memories for everyone. And prizes, did I mention the prizes? We can stock the shelves with the coolest prizes around, better than Deco's prizes, which fall apart in 2 minutes after the game. Now, which matches my deals? We'll have all three, sure, but we do emphasize retro. Oh no! I think... Fuck. They're all good. Shit-tacky mushrooms. I think we're gonna go... I like... Retro did well. These guys are gonna do right by. Esports is okay, but I want retro. Deco thinks that the only new games make money. Let's prove him wrong and have the world's greatest retro arcade ever. Woohoo! I'll pick the best games, don't worry. Excellent, I'm looking forward to this project. Okay, so that's money in games. Now let's go beyond what we already have in Funplex. Let's make this something special. Just use the 3 new projects. I want to define feature for arcade, which one will make it stand out. Something nobody else is doing, something nobody else has done before. And ideas on the table, it was too outlandish for Funplex. It's not too outlandish for me. Show me what you got. Well, I mean, not really part of this, but come on, you're my best friend, and that 100% part of this. I couldn't be here in the moment if it wasn't for you. Go on, what's your idea? Branding. New design firm I joined is okay. It's okay, but it's not like I'm enjoying designing new corporate logos for fruit companies and stuff. What if I came and work for you instead and be your brand manager? An arcade needs really stellar image management to stand out. I mean, right, it's the event poster I made for you.
What if?
Oh, hey, Juniper, I could add to that. What if we work together? I was thinking of designing a new mascot costume anyway, but I could collaborate and coordinate with you, and I'll tie the visual rest of the arcade. Yes, I'm winning combination. Ashley and I could do great work together. Coming up with some real stellar branding and marketing will stand out in the crowd. Hello, I know exactly what project I do. Streamer support. Assembling and packing away my streaming rig each day is ridiculous. And duct taping a webcam. This is actually a really good idea in front of a screen. If I could just step right up in the game and, I don't know, swipe a card or something to be streaming with a direct feed in seconds. Well, I could think of a dozen streamers who just flock to our place to get a piece of that shit. Actually, I think I know how we could do that. I can rig a general purpose daughter board with plays main in the middle. The video feed works with the RFID reader to get the streamer's info. Ties in central video encoder to the Wi-Fi network. Yeah, I can make that happen without damaging the classic hardware. Once more in English, please. I know software, not hardware. We stick a thingy in a thingy, everything works just fine. I'm sure there's some legal and copyright issues just to tackle. If we could do, we could be world first streaming arcade. I was thinking, well, if there's a reason why older games are considered dead ends, so they don't work.
Lovely.
What about a ticket output to normal games? We can reward skilled players with a prize ticket base, and most games are going to do that. High score, speed, and compilation. With the right balancing, we can make old games just as desirable as new ones. As Louis said, there may be legal hurdles to clear, but it's flavor of an idea. It's not that I love prize games, I'd be finding them boring personally. You know I favor pinball, but profit is the lifeblood of the arcade and forever. We can get movies, product, producing tickets. Well, that's something nobody's ever done before. Interesting, but much as I'd love to do all three, I doubt we have the money or time to. I think we need to do streamer support, because the thing is, streaming is branding. You get streamers in, Queen Bee and Nomad. We're going to do a streaming arcade, because the issue is here, I have an idea. I'm going to get tickets anyway. Branding can work with streaming. I want it to be a cutting edge of technology in the arcade community. Do whatever you gotta do to integrate 20x broadcasting systems in the game. Finally, no more hauling around a bunch of duct tape and webcams. A new tech project, and not just repairing an old monitor. Yeah, we won't regret this, Albert. One more thing. Final decision, the name. If it's going to be my baby, my dream arcade, I've got a name already in mind. So barring an object, I'd like to welcome you all to the Funplex Dream. Funplex Dream. The Funplex Dream, is that right? Yes! The Funplex Dream. The Funplex was our home, and it can be again. The Funplex Dream. I like it. We can work with that. Let's hear it for the Funplex Dream! Our home lives again. How exciting. Yeah! A toast then? One by one, everyone raises their glass to that special room temperature drink, and raise mine in a high. For those we've lost, and those we've yet to meet. For those we've lost, and those we've yet to meet, for the Funplex Dream in the future, for the Funplex Dream, for the Funplex Dream. Yay! Losing everything, then getting it all back, and then some. It's been a roller coaster for a week to be sure, but I can rest now, absolutely not. But I can't rest now, I need to take charge of the project and my life in general. I have to do it for them, what Free C did for us. That's okay, I'm ready, I'm willing, and this is our time. Yay! You cleared level 6 arcade spheres. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. You've proven to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 20,550 points. Woohoo! Shops in volcano and devastated cities of Pompeii bear the characteristic of a pizzeria. That's neat and a bit depressing. Feed the fact just for you. Do you want to save your game before it's being level 7? Yes, please. Save, yes, please. Alright, return. We're going to roll right into the level 7, though. Writing by Stephanie Gang and Ain't Human. Copyright 2019. I love this game. This game means a lot to me. Level 7. New Game Plus. Alright. And I'm actually going to leave this episode here. Yes, I want to overwrite the saviors, please. I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. I've had a lot of fun. It's sad, though. My heart, I was not prepared to cry today. God damn it. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching. As we tweet restrictions, I love this game. This game is getting a very good place in the Baviber Gaming gamer wall. It's gonna be, it's just on my mind, engraced in there like BioShock and Dream Daddy. This game means a lot to me because it kind of makes decisions with characters, and it makes me sad. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's your tweet shirts down below. I'll leave a link to the game down there as well. I'll leave a couple of good things down there. If you guys like what I do, make sure to click that bell icon and tap that beautiful subscribe button. Also, guys, make sure to smash that like button. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. K-Burn!